Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome, one, welcome all, to more art. Now you might be wondering, Nitro, what's today's art gonna be? Well, it's gonna be more lore art, because what else do I draw? Besides my lore, the characters in my lore. No, I'm serious, that's like literally all I do. Like, for art-wise. Now, this one, I'm not going in with a full plan. I have, like, an idea of what I want. And that's about it for now. Like, there's a lot. This is an idea I had from the very beginning with this character. I'm just like, yes. And the only thing I got going for me right now is I know that I want him to have a glorious beard. Okay? Because today we are tackling Leo Noval, also known as my character's father. Or is like my father. The one who expelled me. So I guess he's not really dad anymore because expelled means I'm no longer part of the family or part of the tribe. So therefore, that's how that works. Yep, absolutely, 100%. And I'm not late. You're late. I felt like I had to say that. I was like, yeah, like I said, definitely not going into this. Next week, I don't know if I want to. I should not be at liberty to say it, so I'm not gonna say it. I don't want to ruin something or a surprise, mostly because I think, we want to keep chill and everything. But there might be an extra stream next week. Just saying. Probably not though, because I'm lazy. Anyways, so yes, but still reminder that that November 1st through the 4th will be a 73-hour cap subathon. I know it's in 2 months, but I gotta start promoting now, man. Gotta make sure. It's like for me, it's like I gotta make sure everything's ready. Gotta make sure the stuff is good and stuff because I want to make sure that people know this and we raise a crap ton of money for the children. That's why I was redoing some channel point rewards, and that's why I renamed ad time to sell out for charity. As you can see, I removed a couple ones because they just didn't have anything need. There wasn't any need for them in my opinion. So I was just like, hey, get rid of them. Why don't we? And so I did. Because there's been a lot of talk about behind the scenes streaming stuff, and I was like, I have been lacking on that stuff. And I won't say what. Anyways, let's just get to art because the art. Oh wow. Yeah, we're not drawing on the Switch today. That would be a challenge. I think that would be a challenge in and of itself. I just didn't switch to Paint Tool Sai. Oh, now I saw things. Because there we go. As you kind of tell, this was a little bit thrown together last minute. It's fine. This is fine. That is what it is. It's not like I have this fine emote or anything. But I wanted to set this music from the beginning. Oh, I forgot it does start. This one. Keep the and let's me just begun. The most important part. Circle. Wait. I would do without the sensitivity. No, we can. Like I said, I wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't a digital artist. So, as I explained, this. Wait, hold on. I'm forgetting my own lore. Hold on, I need to look into this. I'm forgetting. Because the father and the first son are named Leo and Leon, and I'm blanking. I'm not remembering who's Leo and who's Leon. Oh, yes. Leo is the father, and Leon is the eldest son. And then the second son is Apollo. I would like to mention that I named that character before I played Apollo's Justice, by the way. And then there's Lion. Because, after this, we would get into the sons. We'll be getting into the sons, or my brothers. And then the two characters that I haven't. And then the two characters I have still yet to announce who they are. Because I want their lore arcs to be kind of their debut or such. Yeah, maybe we're wondering, why are you keeping those characters a secret? Mostly because they don't have any actual plot relevance. They're more of a whole they're more of like a whole subplot. They're more characters of a whole subplot. In fact, I should probably, because I don't know if we joked about this on stream or not, but I remember talking with Alexa and Random about things. And we were joking about like an axolotl subplot. So, I definitely know I want this guy to be big. Father is a very large man. And yes, I know technically, like I said, Khalees is expelled from the tribe, but she still respects Leo as a father. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what is true within the tribe, he is still her father. Biologically, he will always remain her father. That's just how it is, but I definitely am been enjoying doing these lore arts for you guys because it's like, as I've always stated, it's like this is my chance to just explain lore without having to like. But then again, it's just like I do need to make sure I know what I am and when I'm not revealing, because I know it's stuff that I don't want revealed yet. Like, I'll say this right now. The lore video that I'm going to be working on once Leo is finished. I mean, I guess I still have to redesign Kuma, because that is definitely one thing I've been meaning to do. Is redesigning Kuma. So, once I'm doing that one, and I always said I was going to do Kuma off stream, because you guys already know what Kuma kind of looks like because of the being VTuber. So it's like, I want to keep that vibe going, but it's just like, I don't know, man. So it's just like, I feel like I need to make this whole thing just smaller. But like I said, that's the beauty of being a digital artist. Is that you can just take something and make it smaller. Or make it bigger if need be. Also, the funniest thing is, I was like thinking, I was like, what is the song again? I was like, oh right, it's Italia's theme. So needless to say, bonus, Leo here is not true a villain. He's just a man who respects traditions. He's not a villain. In fact, no one in the tribe is, except for maybe Apollo. But we'll get into Apollo more later at some point, whenever I do his lore arts. When we get to Apollo's lore art, I'll explain kind of how he is a villain, but he's not like the ultimate villain. He's just like he's like one of those what's like a good way to describe him? He's not like the main villain, but he's not like a villain's enemy, or like he's not like the he's not like a main villain, but he's also just like not like too important to anything. And also, for anyone asks, yes, I've been I've been spending my time focused a bit on both on the replaying the Ace Attorney Investigation Chronicles while still playing Genshin Impact, because it's like I have a lot to do in Genshin though, but a lot of it does resolve around having resin, and I also need to get. I would also prefer when I can get together with. I want to see if I can get together. What was I talking about? Um. Oh, right. I was talking about how I want to get together with I want to get together with random, and then like maybe even ketoacidosis as well, and maybe America's wife if she would want to join us for the new Genshin achievements. Is that I think that would be very fun for. I know I definitely want to get together with random to do them because of course random's random's my main man for Genshin co-op achievements. He helped me get all the other ones, so well at the same time I he there we go. His head looks small compared to his body. Oh, I can fix that, I think. Give him a short neck but a bigger head. I mean, I'm de-shorting the neck a bit. But that was just gonna have to be a given the fact that I am literally making his head bigger because it's just like so small in comparison to everything else. Also, you're not gonna see much of his neck. Like I said, he's gonna get a magnificent beard. That was one thing I was like, yep, that is one thing Leo must have, is a nice, good, big beard. Because that's way, have fun drawing him, all you artists. Or to the person who I'm going to be commissioning my lore video from, art for the lore video art from. It's going to be a big thing that I'm definitely going to be starting to work on. Probably starting tomorrow, so. Because now, like I said, now that I have it, it's definitely something that I can have work on now. So now that we have the base done, which might be the fastest I've ever done that, now we can start. Well, let me pull up. Okay, I needed reference of like a muscular men because like yeah, of course this guy's gonna be muscular. He's the head of a war of like a tribe of. He's like the head of a tribe. A tribe of people who consider strength most important. So, yeah, needless to say, dude's strong. Because, like I said, it's very much true that above all else, the fiercest tribe are grateful for strength above all else. I mean, I guess I could just. I guess shade. Working on shades would be the best since I already made the arm so big. So, I guess the best thing to work on is clothes. Because, like I said, some of it is going to be covered up by the goddamn his beard. Now, if you're gonna ask, he doesn't wear a shirt. He doesn't need to wear a shirt, honestly. His raw muscles are his strength. He doesn't need armor. He says, as he will state, a good defense is a good offense. That's his model in life. But then again, that's the model of most of the fierce tribe. Is that a good offense is a good defense. Because they don't care. Defense isn't really a focus of anybody in the Fierce Tribe. The only person who does focus a bit on defense is actually Leon. I should say anyone who is currently still in the... But even... I'll say this. Lore-wise, even when Khalees was still part of the tribe, she... even while Khalees was still part of the tribe, she also wouldn't really focus on defense either. It's always only been Leo. But now that she's out and like she's discovering her own truth, she's discovering that Leo is right and that having a good defense is very important to a good battle strategy. Also, one thing I've been meaning to do is like I want to take like a little inspiration from my current outfit of actually more of my original outfit from Khalees. So hold on, where is it? Should be in my yes. So here's my original. But I also kind of want to take stuff from the current design too. Like, I'm doing these on both arms, mimicking Leo, because I want to say the reason why Khalees started doing it is an ode to her father, Leo. So, I'm kind of taking inspiration from my own character's outfit. Because her current outfit is like kind of an ode that she realizes that she's no longer technically a Philly. She is a Philly, but that heritage will always be a part of her. Her heritage as part of the tribe will always be with her. So she starts to mimic her father with the wristlets. Also, like this here is his. This is going to be a key important factor here. Okay, so like, if you guys don't understand what it's supposed to be, it's gonna be like a mark of who he is, kind of thing. Because he realizes that because he's as I stated, he is very tied to traditions. So, and it is tradition that everybody who is in the who is in the who's in the who's in the who's in the head family to have a color that represents something, kind of represents their standpoint of where they are in the family. So his is going to be in special that he married into this name. So, and this is what this Colossus means. And Khalees had one too, and hers was to represent her being her being the daughter, or like forced child. Let's start on this base then. Yeah, something like that for his beard. Ah, and the idea is too is like, of course, I want this man to have lots of hair to emulate a lion's mane, because at the end of the day, he is a Fleece, so that means he is a lion person. Because that's what the tribe is. It's the lion people of the tribe. Which reminds me, I do need to give him a tail. His title. So. because I knew a little bit going into this, but it's just like that's why I was unsure if I wanted to even do lore, and I was debating up until about 20 minutes before I went live. Which is kind of a natural thing for me on Saturdays. It's just like, oh fuck, I was like, oh fuck, I have to stream today. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like a stream. That's just kind of how things go sometimes, you know? I like how small his tail is compared to the rest of him, but you know, it's fine. I like it. And then yeah, there's one thing I wanted to do. Man needs a little bit of armor, or would like a little bit of armor. So here's some shoulder pads, sir. Also, I guess I really hope you guys don't mind that I went with with these lore videos. I am going with just Ace Attorney music. It's what inspires me. So nothing in this lore has anything to do with Ace Attorney. So we gotta make sure we give him his line here. There's one thing left to do, but I don't really want to do it without colors, so. And don't worry, eventually I'll design Khalees from back when she was the head of the guards, because like I said, that's what she is. And now, and you may be wondering too, if she was head of the guards when she left the tribe, who became it when she left? Well, the answer is actually kind of weird, but it actually was Apollo. Okay, so here's why it's Apollo, though. Okay, so second brother, he may not have his chance to be the tribe leader, so he needs a fallback plan. So he kind of made like the guards his backup plan after, since he quote his sister abandoned her post. So ah! Like his only part of his face that under his beard. Actually, we can make it a little bigger. Oh yes, I forgot. I had like 3 different times. Multiple times. Tournament Sisters came up. So yeah, this is kind of his main design. So now we can get to color. Like I said, color is most important for him because I got some things to do that are not. There we go. And like I said, using Khalees as like a base for colors is very important. I guess something I've been meaning to tell you guys all was in chat too, but every character, I will say this for the most part, every character in the lore is tied to that would have like Ace Attorney representative, like classes that were represented in Orc Kingdom. Most characters dual class, but only do the police tribe do not. Khalees being, of course, the exception because she's no longer part of the tribe. So Khalees, she's a duelist. She's a duelist Ravager because she will never. Because again, it's not something she will let go of. Let her roots go down. Yeah, everyone in the head family has like some kind of mark giving them, and everybody but has them on a different part of the body. So like a part of their face, like Khalees has them more on her cheeks. Leo's gonna have them more on his forehead because you know he can't. If he did the cheeks, you couldn't really see them because, like I said, magnificent beard. So So, anyways, back to the which characters have which or kingdom class. So, I don't have the document up, so don't take me for granted. So, Amelia is a wizard bard, but Kuma is a sorcerer Tanichi. Bornus is a duelist holy sword. Because remember, he's the one who taught Khalees how to dual wield swords. So actually, yeah, he's a duelist holy sword. Because I just wanted somebody to have a big fucking sword, okay? And he was the best candidate for it. And then Malice is a wizard sorcerer. You kind of see why I gave him wizard sorcerer. So, and then let me pull up this Google document so I can just tell you everything right on the lore. Okay, so yeah, okay, so Kuma, Amelia, wizard bard, Kuma, sorcerer Tachi, Leo Ravenger, Leon is a brawler. Apollo and Leon and Prahlin are both Ravengers along with his father. The characters that have yet to be announced. One's a Lancer, one's a Whipmeister, and then Enril Cetrus, which is the character based off of Random, is a Lancer brawler. Celine Lunar, who is our character based off of Alexa, is a gunslinger duelist because I always thought that combination was the most piratey. And then Malice Talarius, which is, our character based off Madcap, is a Guardian Ravenger. Ranger. That's his Ranger. So yeah, I thought that's a fun thing. And some of the characters have very, very real reasons why they have their classes, and some are just because it's a tradition thing. So for instance, Enrol's reason is because as I don't know if I stated this live or anything, but I did tell Random at some point, and I was like, yes, I was like, your character is very much based off of Sino from Genshin Impact, and when I was recalling Sino's playstyle, I was like, the closest I can get to Sino's playstyle is the Lancer Brawler, because obviously Lancer, which is a spear, goes to the pole arms, which is what Sino is, and then when you do his burst, he kind of goes more melee with his fists and stuff. So I was like, yeah, Lancer Brawler. I just realized too, I don't have every single, in that case scenario, I do not have all Orc Kingdom classes represented in that situation, because you're missing Guitar, and you're missing the Starcaller. I might make the Axolotl a Starcaller, if anything. Now it's time for shading. In Year's Cave, we're going to take our spotlight from us. Well, for me. Like I joked on the Discord, Kay stole the spotlight on my birthday because, my birthday happened to fall on a Friday, which the Ace Attorney account has turned into Friday before the release of the Ace Attorney collection yesterday. And so I was for the longest time I was so ready to make that joke that Kay stole the spotlight on my birthday. And I did, and I was so proud of that joke. But here's another thing, I totally forgot to do that too. Because you know what happened yesterday? It would mark 7 years since the Lost Turnabout. And Dustin Prince, the victim, dies on his birthday, so making him my video game birthday buddy. So I'm just like, God damn it! I forgot to push my dead bear. So it's like, Jesus Christ, yes. Like, I had to go and forget to do something like that. Because of course I would forget to do something like that. So but I felt like I feel like I'm glad I did the case on the spotlight joke, because my birthday doesn't fall on a Friday every year. It's not like I'm one of those special people whose my birthday is like, oh yeah, my birthday is always the first Friday of September. No, it's always September 6th. Always. I will always share a birthday with Dustin Prince. May he rest in peace. Just unfortunately, I was not an Ace Attorney fan in 2017, which would have been the actual day he died. So. Back in 2017, let's see, I was very much into, well, that's kind of right when I got into Auric Kingdom. So that's kind of a thing where I was at in life in 2017. Because that's right around the time I met Empress and Cardin, I believe. Because there was a lot going in, RGG, which was the community that basically spawned the crew. So. What was I talking about before? It's interesting. It's like sometimes I can remember exactly what I'm talking about, and then 5 seconds later, it's like, oh, it disappeared from my head. As I just kind of focus on the arts. Because I mean, it's just like, art is interesting, but it's just like. I was talking about Ace Attorney on my birthday. I remember that. And like how I share a birthday with Dustin Prince. And how I was like not a fan of Ace Attorney back in 2017. Back when if reality would happen, that's when Justice for All would have taken place, and Dustin Prince would have been murdered by shoot, I'm blanking on his name. he was not a very good murderer, because I can't remember his name now. But you know Chad, you know who I'm talking about. If you know me, you probably know Ace Attorney very well. So you could probably think back to like who this character is. I think part of me is also saying it's like not remembering this character because he doesn't appear, because it's not like he goes back and appears in the Apollo's, comes back in the Apollo's Justice trilogy or the Ace Attorney Investigations collection. It'd be very amazing if he was in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, because considering that's 100 years before, like approximately 100 years before the original Ace Attorney game. Phoenix Wright game. Also, can we talk about can we also talk about how the goddamn how the official Ace Attorney Twitter account got the timeline wrong? Because in the timeline they said that there is a few months between Investigations and Investigations 2. But that is actually a false statement unless the translation leads me to be wrong. Because it's actually only a few days. At least according to the translation. Keep in mind, I have been playing the collection, but collection-wise, I am only through the collection, I am only through the beginning of Turnabout Airline, which is the second episode of Investigations. I know for me personally too, with the Investigation collection, my biggest goal was trying to like blah, blah. I was confused about this musical for a little bit, but I was like, okay. Guess it's just some random music. But it's from Dual Destiny, so that explains why I don't recognize it. No, I gotta remind myself. I gotta remember after stream if I was gonna play more Ace Attorney. I was gonna get back to the Ace Attorney Investigation Collection, or was I just gonna play Genshin more? Because I have enemies to fight. Because I have characters to build. Because have I not told you? Hey chat, have I told you about my new team I'm building in Genshin? I'm building a team I like to call Fuck the Meta, where it's literally a team I'm building of not meta characters who I don't really see ever in like co-op or anything. And this is considering someone who only does co-op once a week, and that is to fight the Balandir on Mondays. So I guess that if my experience of people in co-op are people who are trying to fight the Balandir as well. So they do what I do, and usually it busts out their characters too. They're actually building for that. Because for me, the personal reason I need it, I need the Balandir much right now is because, well, I'm building Al Haysam. And I still need a few more things for him. And plus I need I believe I need some of the drops for it when I get to the talents for Team F the Meta. Because a lot of the members of Team F the Meta are actually from Samaru as well. Because my Team F the Meta is Sessos, Candace, Frozerion, and Chi-Chi. So the whole plan is just to make a team that can work well together and just form the knot of meta characters. And, characters I actually do enjoy. I'm not a huge fan of, bow user. I'll be real with you, I'm not, a huge fan of bow users, but I do enjoy Sessos and Frozerion. So, those two definitely get a pass for being... We're gonna merge that now, so... don't merge it yet. We're gonna make a new layer, put it under that layer, hide that layer, because we need to make muscles. I got so distracted talking that I forgot that I was like, yeah, that was something I was gonna do. Anyway, so back to what I was talking about in Genshin. So Team F the meta. Team F the meta. Okay. So, what I was saying. So, I was talking about how, I don't really like bow users in Genshin. Not really. Not many. But there's just something about Sessos that I really enjoy. As him as, as a playstyle. And plus, I felt... part of me is, feeling maybe I should have put, Gaming on the team, too, because I don't really see Gaming in the gaming. And I tried so hard to get him on his release that I could have saved up a little bit more for Xiao, who, I didn't end up even pulling for because of New Millette. But do I regret not pulling for, do I regret not pulling? And Sessos was guaranteed I was going to be pulling for anyways, because he happened to be alongside, Haysam, so... So yeah, part of me is yeah, I kind of feel bad that I didn't end up grabbing, putting Sessos on the, Gaming on the team, but I feel like part of me wants to, say fuck you to somebody on the team and just replace them with Gaming. But not Sessos. Definitely not Sessos, because Sessos is the reason I wanted to make Team F the meta. Oh, and the part is to, bust them out when I'm doing co-op, and people being like, why the fuck? And then, see people being like, why the fuck longer using that character. That character isn't good. And then I bust out and deal like the most damage or something. It's always been a dream of mine to say fuck you to people who... It's kind of been a dream ever since... I don't know why I decided to do this. I've never had like a bad experience of somebody in meta, but I feel like since I do main a couple... My mains are both very meta characters. I always have this back sense that somebody, at some point, somebody's gonna be like, do you know that you didn't build your new bullet, or like, I'll hasten me. You're supposed to blah 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 blah. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just like, let me play how I want, dude. And that's the beauty of the meta. So you know what, chat? I challenge you. If you play Genshin Impact and you need something to do, make your own F the meta team. Just take some characters who you think will work together, or don't, maybe not even work together well, but you know, just get some characters together that you think might actually do well together, who aren't really meta. Build a team around them, and say fuck you to all the meta players. It's a great challenge. I challenge you, chat. That's the Nitrous the Genshin challenge for her chat. F the meta. Just fuck anybody who tells you otherwise about the meta. Because you know what fucking the meta does to people? It makes... And if you're gonna wonder which kind of characters to build with them, or like weapons to use for your characters, that's totally up to you. But I challenge you also not to use any 5-star weapons if you help it. Like one of the rules I had for Team After Meta is I already had to have the weapon and I already had to have the character, which was lucky for me enough. The only thing is I would like to use like Hunter's Pass for... I would like to use like a different bow for Cetrus. I'm not sure, but I also like the challenge of for Cetrus using the Cloud Reformer, because it's such a hard one to materialize. Yeah, that's one thing I love about those Genshin. It's like you don't have to like fucking do stuff like that. You can just say fuck you and F the meta. But an F the meta seems like a really fun challenge. So you know what? I might do a Genshin stream where maybe next week I'll make my stream a Genshin stream where I solely focus on building up my team after meta. Now they're not ready to, fight in my world. Not even if I drop down to world level 7. So, needless to say, I won't be fighting as them. And another thing I've been doing too is I've been working on like building my Teneri and building my Farina for my Hyperbloom V2 and V3, because another thing I wanted to do is I really want to use like just other characters too, and like I really like Hyperbloom. So of course I'm trying. So one of my biggest goals there too is just kind of take it take characters that are also pretty good too, or characters I also wanted to use like Taniri and Frina. Also, yes, I am totally just looking at pictures of bodybuilders for references. Actually, you know what? After the stream, I'm gonna go DM Mike random and challenge him to also make a team after meta. For him, it would be easier because he has a lot more characters who are like ascended to 80 and such. Where for me, most of my characters sit at level 20. And of course, you should understand why I have them sit at 20. So that way I can get a free wish from them. I'm not really good with muscles. I definitely have proof in that. Yeah, they just look like weird tribe marks. Oh! Not in the mood for this, though. I love this orchestra version of it, but so we're gonna go here just because I know they have great. Aha! But he would never say he has the daughter. Because she was expelled, obviously. Everything I wanted to do with that, so. Ermagerd stream! Yes! One where the streamer does the art. There. Okay, also. So. Where's the pig? I mean, yes, of course. I guess that's fair. Let's get that benchmark right here again. Oh, yeah, I could grab you the link for that. There's a couple things you can do, but I can grab you either link if you want the little pictures that I have, I could definitely grab you the link after stream. But if you want something like I've done before with Discord overlay, I can probably still grab you a link. Just depends on how you want to do it. It's not... I believe what I use for our Discord call is reactive.fuji, which... But then again, that's like for the little pictures that you'd see if let's say, if I was in a video chat. Which is a very nice thing to have, especially when you're streaming with other VTubers, for myself. Because it's like, yeah, you get to see their models, but you also have to pay the money for but you also have to set up like I said, I can grab you a link. Here, I can just DM you. I can just DM you the link that I use. I guess I can take off this part though. Believe that should bring you up to, yeah. Oh, come on! But the internet's for porn! Very fair, I guess you can get your own porn. Really? Can't figure out. Actually, no, I like this better. Yeah, that's what I like. So now we can just... Yeah. Make the brush big. And come to the hard parts. And by the hard part, I mean... And like I said, with what I've given you to... Like I said, that's just personally what I use. There are, like, actual, like... If you want, like the Discord overlays that, like, you know, you see, like, you know, yes. Of course. That, I guess that would scar a person for life. I know that, for example, because I know exactly what you're talking about, and do I admit that I actually, when I was younger, when it was a popular thing to send it to people, that I actually looked it up by my own accord, to watch it by my own accord. And keep in mind, I was not of an age of which somebody should be watching that. I was a very curious teenager. Was I even a teenager at that point? I don't know. I was a weird, disturbed child. And that did not help my case. Oh, you're saying that the Great Dickening wasn't as traumatic? I mean, maybe Random would say otherwise, but... Great Dickening, man. That will still go down in infamy. That's why would people do shit like that? Yes, definitely more tame than, you know, others. trying to condone it, but not really, you know? And needless to say, I'm not reading any of these messages out loud. I know I set my standards, I believe I set my stream to, mature topics and such. But yeah, everyone has their goddamn limits. Yes, ish. I mean, at least you're not just being like a troll, like we've had to deal with in Gmod before. Like, you know, those people. Yay for euphemisms! And also, at least it's not like I'm talking about this with some random stranger. I feel like I'd be way more uncomfortable if, like, some random stranger started coming in here and talking to me about gay corn. Indeed, he is strange. I also don't think he would actually come in here and start talking about gay corn either. Unless there was a bullet up behind his back saying that if he didn't, he would be shot and lit in fire. I don't think he would! And plus, he would try to turn. I feel like he would just try to turn he would try to turn it into. Just try to change the subject into Genshin! And then it would end up with me looking at Genshin Rule 34 stuff! But, you know, obviously not showing the results on stream because that would be against TOS. Jesus Christ! I keep forgetting that I made that one like 0 bits to play. Yeah, you did. I think the first time someone got me with it was way funnier, though. Mostly because I just simply opened the door. And it's not like I knew what was going to go on behind that door. It was nothing. Nothing happened behind that door. But it was still quite hilarious. It's fun just to browse their things. Like, I haven't added anything new in a while, but it's still fun to just look at them. And I think that's a good one good to do. I have a bunch of paid ones, but I also have a bunch of hey, you'll never know. I mean, I guess, yeah. But I think they're fun. But and they can create really good moments sometimes. But you know what else can make really great moments? People gifting you bits. That bit moment was great. Oh, fuck, wrong layer! Oh, they added video ones? Yeah, like I said, I haven't really looked at... I haven't looked at stuff recently. I considered doing it today when I was re-looking at my channel point rewards, but nothing came avail of that, so... Yeah, I'm not sure that's a great idea, but but again, like you said, if you make it more expensive, more, it's it's more unlikely that someone would actually play it. But you never know. Alexa could just feel like Alexa would be like, no, maybe I want to. Okay, or maybe I want to. Because one thing you shouldn't do is give me power. I'm kidding. No, you should have. Not the most. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to give me power, but I mean, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot about the mother freaking belt. Can't believe I forgot about it. Also, the goddamn. Tail. Which the tail is, it shouldn't be too much. So. And yeah, boom. Actually, boom. Yeah, for the most part, he's almost done. Got this part here, which I can quickly make this like a metal pin or something. Think. I like how I did all that work just for some small detail. It's all worth it. Now for the clause. That shows that he, supposed to be like, it is supposed to be purple to represent royalty and such, but it's supposed to be almost like red. No. Red's more for within the family. Yes, enjoy my emotes since you are subbed. So his is more blue. More on the blue side. So that it represents the fact that he is, he was more shade color. The typical shade color. Yes, it does. So if you wanted to be a real dick, you could absolutely say no Control Z. Or it's like you could ban me from literally using a color. That would be kind of like your banning in-game actions for an art stream. It's literally ban which colors I can use. Or it's just like you can't Control Z. Which would have hurt so much. Where it's like, can't transform. Can't blur. There's so much you can do. It's like, yes. That's why I'm gonna veto that you cannot do that, but you can ban one certain color. So like you say, alright, you could be like, yeah, that's right. You can't use the color red. Or something. Oh, you know what also would be annoying? But, I think I'm not going to veto. Changing brush size. forgot the color of the eyes of his daughter. Or that's what I think grab it from. Wonderful. Yep. Oh, just tab out, why don't I? this the art done. Mouse, where are you? Thank you. Oh. Everything's breaking on me here. Mouse, what are you doing? My mouse has a mind of its own right now. Like, I'm serious. My mouse is having a mind of its own. Okay, let's try this then. There we go. If I have to use my goddamn stylus to figure it all out. Not my mouse. That was fun. It's not just audio problems I have. It's technical problems. I need tech support, damn it. No, I don't. I actually don't need tech support. Please do not send tech support to my way. Anyways. I was like, I feel like I have gotten much better. I have gotten better at art. Because, keep in mind, I made this 2 years ago. Like, look at this face. And look at this face. Keep in mind, 2022, 2024. I have improved. 2022, 2024. 2022, 2024. Now, let's see. I can't compete with actual artists. They are very good people. They are very great people. And I am very happy to commission them. Because then I get stuff like this. Or stuff like this. Hold on. Yeah, I get stuff like this. I also just commissioned it every year. Something upcoming, and I was like, this is too pretty, and I cannot. So I started using it as my phone background. Great, isn't it? Show this awesome art that was made, that I commissioned. So yeah, we'll see. Let's open some other art. Have better art. Create a character concept. I can come up with an idea, but I can't come up with canonly. I remember talking about the canon ages, but I don't know if I got into like Leo or like the fierces. But canonly, he's 45, so. Actually, no, canonly he's 50, so. Felt like he was looking a little too young. He was looking a little too young to be 50. So needless to say, he looks about the same age as Bellum, which is kind of like the idea of where he's supposed to be. And of course, Forum is supposed to be older than both of them, so that's why he looks the oldest. Anyways, I think with that, I can just save this. And call it a night. So anyways, thanks all for joining tonight. Much if sometimes we have to talk about gay corn. Not that I'm into that kind of stuff, but if you're into that kind of stuff, man, like I'm not here to judge. This is a judge-free zone for the LGBT community, so if you're into that kind of thing, it's fine. But no, I'm not really into that kind of that stuff, you know. Anyways, enough about the gay corn. Anyways, chat. I will see you again on. I'll see you guys again on Tuesday for more Chrono Trigger and other streams. So needless to say that I will be around for Tuesday and Thursday for Chrono Trigger, which is per usual. And Saturday, I don't know what Saturday is gonna be yet. It's a on the fly kind of situation I make. That's why Saturday's schedule is never set in stone. So, yes. Anyways, I'm trying to find someone in which to raid. Also, I love the Ace Attorney music soundtrack, but you guys don't get it anymore. You guys get normal music in outro, just so that I can find someone in which to raid. Okay, so I'm not seeing anyone who might want to read, so I guess I'm gonna call it here and see you guys later, as in